Right, we're on. Do you want to gain full control of your short game? Of course you do. Today we're going to talk about how you can change trajectory from 3 simple moves. Having full control of your short game is obviously very important. We all miss greens, but being able to play a high shot, mid shot and low shot with one club is an important thing to be able to do. If you can make one club your friend around the green, I'm not saying you definitely have to use the same club all the time, but certainly if you can have one club as your friend. Marco Mira is a great example. He had a 56-degree wedge in his bag, never added a 60, never added a 52 because he was able to change loft, and the release pattern in which he's able to change the trajectory he could do with his 56 degrees, so why complicate things? So a simple way to think about this is the release pattern of the golf club. So it sounds very technical, but it's really quite simple. When you follow through, you play your shot. If you follow through in the leading edge of your club, that there's the leading edge. The leading edge of your club fully rolls over into that position there, then that's called a full roll. If it finishes in this position, that's a reverse roll, which is lots of loft, and 45 degrees in between, that would be classed as no roll. Full roll, no roll, reverse roll. That does sound quite complicated, but we'll keep it really simple. So Tiger worked on this, he worked on release patterns. So full roll, I've got 58 degrees of loft here, I'm right beside the green, I'm 1 yard from the green, I'm about 20 yards from the hole. So full roll would be finishing the position with the club fully rolled over, so leading edge, vertical when I finish, and that'll keep the loft off the shot. So just your normal chip shot, but be aware you're trying to get to that position when you finish. You want to make sure the club rolls over fully, which is taking the loft off, which keeps the trajectory down. So this ball's going to land just on the green, not far on the green. As I say, 58 degrees of loft from 20 yards. I can keep it low with a full roll. There we go. Full roll, you can see the fully rolled over position. Good result, fully rolled over. The ball carried 1, 2, maybe 3 yards, and that's with 58 degrees of loft. So 58 degrees of loft to run the ball, carry it 3 yards but run it 17 yards. It's quite impressive. Then we have no roll, so finishing at 45 degrees, there. So finish at 45 degrees, so that would be there. So there's full roll, 45 degrees. Now the ball's going to fly a little bit further through the air, but it's still going to run out. So 45 degrees, no roll. There we go. Good shot again. We've finished at 45 degrees, full roll. 45 degrees, no roll. Reverse roll is going to add the loft. I'm going to explain to you how to get into these roll positions or what the roll comes from. Now here we go, again 58 degrees. This one's going to fly a lot further now. And there's some good shots there, we're 3 or 4 feet. Running it's much easier. This is the hardest, the highest tariff shot, to be honest. So this is reverse roll. So I'm going to finish now with the leading edge of the club now horizontal. So that's reverse roll, no roll, full roll. I'm going to finish in reverse roll. I'm just going to add a little loft, so my swing will be longer here because the ball's now going upwards instead of forwards. So I take my dress position, going to finish reverse roll. There we go. The ball went higher, landed a lot shorter, much harder to control. But you can see by working on my finish position how I was able to change the trajectory. Trajectory. I struggle with that word, don't I? It's always been a problem for me, that word. So we'll do that again. We'll finish in reverse roll. So longer swing. I tried to stop that there to show you, but it's going to be a longer swing for this shot. So reverse roll. There we go. Got it up. Much harder to control though. You can see how I took a little bit of turf because the back edge of the club was sticking in, but I got the reverse roll. We'll go up here and have a little look to see the results of these shots. And it's obviously quite clear that if you keep the ball closer to the ground, regardless of the loft in your golf club, the more successful we're going to be. That's reverse roll, adding loft. One closest to the hole was full roll, and the one 3 feet away was no roll. There's another one adding loft, so you can see quite clearly if you keep the ball closer to the ground, with a full roll or no roll, it's much easier to control. So I'm just going to play 3 shots again, and I'm going to show you how this is achievable. So where does the roll come from? That's the big question. Where does the roll come from? Many people try and roll from the wrist, and that's wrong. Rolling from the wrist is no good. That's just manipulation of the hands. It has to roll from the left shoulder being the fulcrum of your golf swing. So yes, there's a little bit of pivot in the golf swing. We have to turn our body for this short shot, but the fulcrum's the left shoulder. That's where the roll comes from. So I've placed the camera face on. I'm going to do full roll, back, full roll. It's come from here. Full roll. Comes from the left shoulder. No roll, 45 degrees. 45 degrees, come from left shoulder. Reverse roll. There's nothing to do with the wrists here. It's all left shoulder. Reverse roll. And you can see there it's the shoulder that's done the job. It's kept the reverse roll on there. So you'll see here, as I come through, I'll just take my right hand off. I'll do full roll. There, full roll. It's come from the shoulder. The action's come from the shoulder. I've not left my body towards the golf ball and just flicked my wrist to get the full roll. My body's turned through. It's the shoulders, the fulcrum. Everything's come from the shoulder to get that full roll. And again, if I do the exact opposite with reverse roll, again it's come from the shoulder. And you can see the shoulder's done the action. So the shoulder is where the roll initiates from. Of course, the hands are in between that, and it's a point of contact with the golf club, so it's a bit of feeling there. But certainly everything comes from the left shoulder. If you can visualise that and feel that left shoulder doing its thing, then you'll get much more pivot. The body will turn more on these shorter shots, which I appreciate is very hard to try and do, or hard to achieve. It's hard to tell the body, because I only want the ball to carry. I mean, my first shot there was to carry the ball 3 yards, yet my body still turned through. Rather than just using hands and arms, I was able to initiate it from the left shoulder, which encouraged the body to turn. It's called pivot driven. Full roll. Half roll. Reverse roll. Roll on. Friends, I bring content out on this channel twice a week now, or once a week minimum. And I would like you to subscribe to the channel. That'd be fantastic. Just click the little subscribe button now. That would really, really help me. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.